Hey, you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the north. More specifically, University Park, Illinois. And today, our plan is to see a lot of giant things. And I don't know if there's any better way to start off a day of giant things other than visiting our dear friend, Paul Bunyan. But actually, oh, Paul's looking a little sad right there. Yes, here at Governor State University, in the middle of this bean field, we have one of the most interesting interpretations of Paul Bunyan that I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of Paul Bunyans. This statue known as Paul 2006. He looks very, very sad, very world weary. Maybe more of a Paul 2020. It says that the artist was inspired by fading roadside attractions when he created this very world-weary Paul. Look closely. You can see his beard growing gray, the wrinkles forming around his eyes. Even looks like a bird defecated on his head. A little closer here, you can see that massive axe and those giant feet. Oh, Paul, what have they done to you? A lot of people have been asking me why I don't use my drone more. And you know what? I have been neglecting Possum 3 quite a bit. So let's get a little view of Paul from the sky. Unfortunately, this may be a short-lived return because the drone just crashed into this pole here. I don't know how it happened. Its sensors should have stopped it, but I guess it like hit the pole at an awkward angle where the sensors didn't notice it. You see the foot there on the drone is broken off. So I don't know. I'm having trouble getting it to start again, getting it to work again. So I don't know. We'll run some tests and see if we can get the drone up and running, but I'm not sure. Now, as much as I'd like to stay and hang out with Sad Paul, we do have a lot of other big things to see today. So please, follow me. And we have landed in Casey, Illinois. Now, Casey has become known as the home of largest things. The town has taken upon itself to become the go-to place to find world's largest things. And they have erected multiple world's largest things throughout the town. All part of a community project, brings the community together. And we are here at the first largest thing, and that is the world's largest antlers here outside of Jet Rental Services. Yeah, just take a look at those antlers. How many points do those antlers have on it? You just imagine the deer the size of the buck that's head would hold these antlers. Some mighty nice antlers. Driving alongside the golf course here in town to find our next large object. So we step out here onto the golf course and see the world's largest golf tee. It's kind of impractical, you think. If you put your ball on top of that tee, you wouldn't even be able to reach it. You'd have to climb on top. Actually, maybe that would give you an advantage, having your ball elevated. If you could climb up on top with the ball and smack it off of that giant tee, you might have some sort of height advantage. I don't know, maybe you're not allowed to use tees that big in golf. I'm not sure. I've never been golfing. Just noticed this signpost, big things in a small town, Casey, Illinois. You see the arrow pointing back towards the world's largest golf tee, which we just saw. But here's some of the other items that we're on the hunt for. World's largest rocking chair, world's largest knitting needles, world's largest wind chime, world's largest pitchfork. Oh boy, we got some searching to do. Here outside of their library, the Klein Memorial Library, you notice something erupting from the grass, much like the Loch Ness Monster would do, but no, it is a giant worm, a bookworm, if you will. Although I don't know, with those glasses and that goofy grin, I think it kind of looks like me. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comments section if you think the bookworm looks like me. Oh my goodness. Take a look at that. Behold the world's largest rocking chair. And I've been to a different world's largest rocking chair that's on Route 66 in Missouri. But my understanding is this is the official world's largest rocking chair, and also just the straight up world's largest chair as well. I don't know if it actually rocks, but if it did, it would probably destroy us all. Little walking path here around the giant chair. Get a look from behind. You see that giant rocker there on the ground. And then just jutting in to the sky is a rocking chair too large to ever be sat on. In order to make it over to the world's largest wind chimes, you gotta go through the Whittling Whimsy coffee shop here. Here in the bathroom, there is a big watch hanging on the wall. I don't know if this is the world's largest watch, probably not, but still really big. Look. This wrench is also kind of big. Not the biggest, but pretty big. There we have it, the world's largest wind chime. You can see they have both a Christian fish and a Jewish Star of David on the sign. All right. You can see those big old chimes there. And I guess you're allowed to ring it by pulling this giant rope. Let's give it a good old chime in. You hear those beautiful tones. Not entirely clear how this one works. This is the world's largest teeter-totter. I don't know if you can make it shift from one end to the other. There's a couple people over here, but it does not appear to be lifting. Maybe some slight shifting. Okay, so apparently the teeter-totter is only operated on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I think it is currently locked in place so it cannot be shifted. You can definitely feel the wobble, however, as you walk up on top of the world's largest teeter-totter. Is a teeter-totter and a seesaw the exact same thing? Leave a comment in the comment section and answer that question. Seesaw and a teeter-totter, I think they're the same thing, right? And there is quite a view of the world's largest chair from up here as well. Yeah, probably would, if they did allow people to operate the teeter-totter themselves, that probably would be quite disastrous. Remember when I was a kid, you'd be playing the seesaw. There's always dirty tricks kids would play on each other. Like, you'd sit down, like put all your weight down and lift the other kid up in the air and trap them up there, and they'd be like, please let me down, please let me down. And then you jump off really quick, and the other kid would go plummeting to the ground, because kids are cruel and they don't care about each other's safety. But yes, would definitely love to see this in operation. Now, I did want to get some drone footage of some of the large objects, but unfortunately I just cannot get the drone back in working order. It does not seem to want to take off. Usually you pull down on these two controllers here and the propeller starts spinning, but no matter what I do, it does not seem to want to go. So it must have bashed its brains up a little bit when it hit that pole. Dang. Now this here looks like the world's smallest caboose. But we are out here in front of the Wildflower Baking Company, and supposedly they have the world's largest wooden shoes inside. And here they are, the world's largest clogs. You know, I wear the modern version of clogs, Crocs. These are the traditional wooden clogs. It says, please do not get in the shoe. It would actually be pretty fun to get in the shoe and take a bath and all that money. But it says, okay, money thrown in the wooden shoe for good luck will be donated to the local food pantry. Seems like a worthy cause. Just noticed next to the Gumball Machine here, we have a little tiny door. Oh, where's this gonna take us? Head over this bridge here. Oh, I see something. And look at this. The world's largest mailbox. And you can actually climb up inside there. The mailbox entrance this way. You can head up the stairs to the top of the mailbox. And here we are. I feel like a letter inside this mailbox. So we can look over the edge. See the bottom flap of the mailbox there? Oh, we can look over the town of Casey. If you look down the end of the street, you can see the giant rocking chair. You can see some other giant things as well from up here. And the crazy thing is, this actually is a functioning mailbox. You just have to crawl up inside and drop your mail into that slot right there. Oh, what a town. Now, some of the world's largest things are actually inside of the stores. Here we're at the yarn studio, and it does appear that they're closed, but we can see the world's largest knitting needles there through the window. And then the world's largest one of these. Does anyone know what that is? I know it has something to do with knitting, but what's that called? And of course, you can't measure all these big things with a regular size yardstick. You need a giant yardstick. And I didn't point this out yet, but every one of these world's largest items has a Bible verse on it. They're all created by one artist, He is a Christian and likes to put Christian messages on his creations. Walking here on this AstroTurf. I'm gonna check out this world's largest golf club. I bet that golf club could knock a ball all the way to the moon. I guess I better use myself as scale so you can see just how big this golf club is. Imagine if it was hitting my head off. And here's a great photo op. You could pretend you're the world's largest mouse getting caught in the world's largest mousetrap. Oh, look at me, I'm a mouse. I want some of this delicious cheese right here. My organs have been crushed, bleeding out all my bodily fluids. Oh, and this isn't even really good cheese. A giant #2 pencil here. See the Bible verse, let love and faithless never leave you. Bind them around your neck, write them on your tablet of the heart. So actually every Bible verse has something to do with the object that is being created. Oh, they've got a special plastic cap over the lead to make sure no one gets lead poisoning. There's a gift shop, the largest selection of big things souvenirs in town. Ooh, home of the giant Pokeball. Oh, there it is. The world's largest Pokeball. You can see Pikachu sitting in there.
Yeah, but
we only have 8 fruit left, so we're trying to finish it, so it's not
fine. Finish the shirt.
And Pikachu here. What if the ball closed? I was forced to live in this with Pikachu for the rest of my life. See Tina's Barber Shop here. Their little classic Barber Shop pole. Actually, let's take a look inside because that is an old school classic barber shop inside there. But of course this is Casey, so we have to have the world's largest barber pole. Check that out. Now here across from City Hall we have this giant Canary Cage. Guess we gotta get in. This is what it's like to be a bird. Some fancy cars here. Don't know much about cars, but I can tell these are old and fancy. I think this one's the oldest. Looks like the business that was here is gone, but it does have the world's largest truck key out in front. That is a big key. I'm not joking. That can actually fit in the groove of the key. May not be the world's largest, but it's a pretty cool, big, weird cactus there. Look at this beautiful wood carving of corn on the cob. All right, let's see where we're at on the sign. We've seen the world's largest golf tee, the world's largest rocking chair, world's largest wind chime, world's largest clogs. Not seen the world's largest pitchfork yet. Here outside Deborah's attic, we have this giant top. Does it spin? Does it spin? Oh, it spins. Let's get it going. Okay. Look at that spinning top. Says do not climb on top. Did they mean don't climb on the top or don't climb on top of the top? Here outside the traveling mug we have a pretty big minion. Is he the biggest minion? Biggest minion ever, maybe? I don't know. I do like that mural there. The Bank of Casey going to bat for you with the classic baseball poem, Casey at the Bat. Wait, why don't they have a giant baseball bat in this town? There's a giant one in Louisville, so they'd have to make it real big. Now here we have a bar. I don't see what the name of the bar is. The sign just says Budweiser, so I guess the bar, we'll just call it Budweiser. But they do have the world's largest swizzle spoon? What's a swizzle spoon? I don't know what a swizzle spoon is. If you know what a swizzle spoon is, don't bother leaving it in the comment section, because here it is right here. The world's largest, the sign says twizzle spoon. That sign says swizzle spoon. Up here says twizzle spoon. Actually, do leave a comment in the comment section. What is a twizzle spoon? What is it used to twizzle? I'm guessing maybe a drink. Maybe you use it to stir a drink. Is that accurate? Twizzle me timbers. Okay, we only have one world's largest thing left, I believe. I'm probably missing something, but from my calculations, we have one more to check off our list. So we've made our final stop on today's journey here at Richard's Farm Restaurant to see the final world's largest thing of the day. Look at that, what's that? Is that some sort of caveman lawnmower? Anyways, not trying to get distracted here. Because here we have the world's largest pitchfork. Oh yeah, that is indeed a mighty pitchfork. It looks like they got a cap there. That one's uncapped, but it's not too pointy. Not too pointy. I guess they don't have to be too sharp when they're that big. Pretty much pick up as much hay as you feel like. All right, give it a little bit of perspective here. Me inside the tines of the world's largest pitchfork. Look at that. I could be completely skewered by that. Imagine if that just went through my guts. And remember, don't be sheepish. Pig scribe to the Carpetbagger. So thank you for joining me here today in Casey, Illinois. It's been wanting to come out here for quite some time, but I finally was able to make the trip out here and see what I guess is the world's largest collection of world's largest things. Truly a sight to behold, and really charming to see a small town with all these cool things. I noticed there's a lot of tourists in the area coming to see all the largest things, so it definitely brings people in to the town. But I would be remiss if I did not take a moment of silence for Possum 3. Wanted to thank Possum 3 for their service here on the Carpetbagger channel. Of course, Possum 1 took a few too many smashes to the camera, and the camera broke. And then Possum 2 was blown away over top Ghost Town in the sky. And Possum 3 taken out by a pole while filming the world's saddest Paul Bunyan. So you will definitely be missed, Possum 3. Will there be a Possum 4? Time will tell. But if you do like the videos on this channel, consider checking out some of the older videos. I've been to the 48 continental United States and filmed roadside attractions, amusement parks, haunted houses, roadside attractions, amusement parks, haunted houses, museums, and other fun random things. Sorry, sometimes I forget what I film. You know, of course, you want to subscribe, that helps me out. And another way you can help the channel, consider donating to Patreon. $3 a month or more will get you a postcard. Also selling different pins in the Etsy shop. All that information is in the description. All that really helps keep this train on the tracks, this boat on the water, and this dirigible in the air. Sadly, Possum 3 is no longer going to be in the air, but Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.